Hello, welcome to another English Sparkling with Tweedy video. Another Blanc de Noir today. This is another wine that I bought from Hawkins Brothers in that mixed case. This is a producer called Simpsons, who are based in Kent, not a million miles from Canterbury. I can't remember the exact location. They call it Flint Fields. I think they also have a Chalk Fields, is it? Is that possibly a Blanc de Blanc? And it's the 2020 vintage. I have featured at least one wine from Simpsons before. I have a vague feeling it might have been a bit faulty or something was not quite to my liking last time. I have actually been to the Heath. I apologise for the underwhelming back garden location again. I actually walked to the Heath despite having the bottle with me. Couldn't really be bothered to open it. So this has been carried about a bit. There is a chance it might be a little bit lively. I can't be bothered with this sword today. Quite the opposite, in fact. It was a slightly underwhelming pop. So I think it says on the back, this is entirely Pinot Noir, 100% Pinot Noir, a Blanc de Noir, 2020 Simpsons Flint Fields. Like the previous Blanc de Noir, that white from black from the Grange, I would call that a pale gold colour. I suppose there is something autolytic on the nose to begin with. Again, we're probably in that sort of brioche kind of character range. Something slightly creamy to that, actually. I'm almost tempted to veer a little bit sort of scones and clotted cream kind of. A bit of a swirl. Do we get more fruit? Something a little bit gooseberry-ish maybe? Some sort of berry fruit, but it's not obviously red or black. A bit sort of greener than that. And there might be some orchard fruit in there as well, probably green apple or something. From that initial nose, not so obviously a Blanc de Noir at all, actually. I'm not getting stone fruit. I don't know, perhaps there's something a little bit like peach. Maybe it's gooseberry veering into peach a bit. Quite a lot of zing there. Definitely a fair bit zingier on that first taste than the previous one from the Grange. Quite mouth-watering with that. I do quite like that, actually. It's been a while since I had a really high dose of zing. There's some interesting sort of bitter / botanical type notes, more almost slightly reminded of some of the botanical notes in gin. I mean, this is obviously a very different flavour profile, but that sort of thing. Possibly in amongst that, some mineral notes. There's definitely a sensation of something like sparkling mineral water there, plus a bit botanical, plus a decent amount of zing. What I'm not really getting a huge amount of is fruit, either on the nose, which is doing more kind of brioche stuff, or on the palate, which is very dry. I mean, this must be, I assume, quite low dosage. I doubt it will say on the back. It does say red fruit flavours, the blurb on the back. More green fruit flavours to me. Definitely has elegance, finesse, I'll give it all of that. Just, I wonder what's happened to the fruit here. Bit of a mystery. You know, if you presented that to me and said it's a Blanc de Blanc, it's purely Chardonnay, then yes. That would seem like it's working as intended. Still, I would expect a bit of lemon and or apple in there. But this doesn't seem to have a huge amount of fruit, so not really sure what's going on there. But, you know, it's quite pleasant, quite drinkable. Not quite what I'd hoped it would be, but pleasant enough. Cheers.